right? Yeah, so you gotta really, your life journey, you gotta find some type of greater purpose and kind of work towards that purpose, right? You should also consider a spiritual path. Definitely consider a spiritual path, right? Don't just focus on the material world. You gotta consider some type of path, a spiritual path, right? Not just any other type of path, specifically a spiritual path. You gotta consider it, but spirituality is kind of little bit, it's a little bit vague, right? Again, but don't just focus on the material world, right? Consider some type of spiritual path that would kind of help you become more fulfilled in your life and stuff. Again, money, right? Money is just a means to an end, right? A lot of people make money the ultimate end goal. And again, those old billionaires like David Rockefeller, any of the other Rockefellers and stuff, like, they look literally miserable and depressed, right? They're old and they're soulless, right? And they're about to die, but and again, they look such unfulfilled and depressed, and they just, that's like, kind of should tell you, right, that money is not the ultimate thing that you should consider in your life, right? You have to consider other things too, man, not just money, because that's what most people just consider in their lives. They just consider money and stuff, and that's horrible, man. There's a cat. I can't show you it because it's hard to kind of function. Yeah. A lot of people just consider money in their lives, right? But that's kind of horrible. And again, you don't want to end up like the Rockefellers, right? Those old geezers. They have a lot of money, but they're soulless and depressed. Definitely don't want to end up like that. So you gotta consider some type of spiritual path, man. You gotta make sure you consider some type of spiritual path. You gotta kind of get some meaning and purpose into your life, and you gotta work towards something greater, and not just something to do with like wealth, material wealth and stuff, right? Some type of greater purpose, right? Some type of greater existential, spiritual purpose, anything like that, man. You don't want to end up like the Rockefellers or any of these other old geezers, right? That have a lot of money, right? Have a lot of money, but they look kind of like soulless and depressed. You could just look up pictures of them on the internet. They're not people that you would want to end up like, right? So yeah, it's tricky, man. It's really tricky. It's tricky because see those towers. Yeah, just kind of like showing you a lot of surroundings and stuff. I don't know, to kind of give you like some perspective on where I am. But yeah, so your life journey, don't make money your ultimate goal, making a lot of money, because those old billionaires, those old geezers, right? Plenty of them, and they have a lot of money, but they look soulless and miserable, right? That's not how you want to end up in life, right? Or of course, it's tricky, man, because like what should you do with your life, right? It's again, I can't really give you any clear answers, right? Because I'm not you. I don't know where you're coming from, right? And there's a lot of subjectivity and stuff, so it's can't really tell you anything specific, right? Really, you should consider something greater. That's all I can say. But a lot of people say, well, what do you mean by that? That's kind of vague and retarded and stupid, right? What do you mean by greater? It's kind of, again, there's a lot of subjectivity involved and stuff. So again, like those old geezers with a lot of money, right? David Rockefeller, all those Rockefeller guys, and those other rich families and stuff. You don't want to end up like them, right? They look soulless and depressed, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to get across here, right? You want to consider some type of spiritual path, right? But it's a lot of subjectivity involved. And it's hard to for me to kind of give you a clear answer again and stuff. But what should you do with your life, right? It's there is no clear answer, right? You don't just want to, again, be making money and, just kind of focusing on money, material wealth again, right? But, a lot of people could say that, well, you need money and stuff. Yeah, of course. You don't want to just make it your ultimate goal in life to just make a lot of money and that's it. Again, like those old geezers that I keep talking about, right? Like Rockefeller, plenty of these other old rich families and people, right? They have a lot of money, man, but they're miserable and depressed. They look literally soulless. Right? That's kind of shocking, right? If you look at a lot of these old rich geezers, man, they look soulless, man. They don't look like they have any type of life in them, man. You don't want to end up like these old geezers with a lot of money. But so what should you do though? Right? It's again, there's no clear answers, right? I can't give you a clear answer. What should you do with your life and stuff? I can't give you a clear answer. Ooh, a lot of birds, man. A lot of birds. Yeah, man. I can't give you any clear answer because it's kind of subjective and stuff. It's hard for me to kind of talk to you about this properly and stuff, right? But you don't want to end up like those old geezers with a lot of money, right? Rockefeller and just people like him. They have a lot of money, but they're completely depressed and stuff. So it's very tricky. It's very tricky. I can't give you clear answers and stuff, right? Clear answers. So what would you like do with your life and stuff, right? Again, consider some type of spiritual path. That's what you should be kind of considering and doing in your life, right? Some type of spiritual path. Well, other than spiritual path, what else? It's becoming kind of a little bit more tedious and difficult to talk about, right? You should kind of also kind of consider. I guess it's very hard to kind of think about it, right? You don't want to just be concerned with the material world, right? This physical world and stuff like that. You want to kind of think about like something greater, right? Some higher spiritual purpose. It's tricky, man. Yes, because there's no clear answers, right, on what you should be doing with your life. But realistically, like, what should you be doing with your life, right? You have to kind of think about that, man. You just want to make a lot of money and get rich, but then you become old. You have a lot of money, but you're like these old rich geezers, right? Like Rockefeller and other people like Rockefeller, all these other rich families, right? You want to just kind of end up like them. They're rich, they have a lot of material wealth, right? But they're super miserable and depressed. So there's no clear answer, and that's kind of the issue. What you should be doing with your life, right? What's your life journey? How should you be navigating your life journey, right? What type of things should you be kind of working towards and stuff? There's a lot of subjectivity, right? I keep kind of talking about how money shouldn't be your ultimate goal, but you do need money, right, to kind of do basic things and stuff like that. You do need money to do basic things, right? To afford to live and stuff, right? Money isn't like something that you should. I kind of make it like seem like you should not even consider money at all, right? You shouldn't even be considering jobs and stuff like that, which is kind of ridiculous. You would need to you would need some like type of a well-established, like, I don't know, job or some way to earn money, right? That can help you like live your life properly, right? Because without money you can't afford to eat. You can't afford electricity, you can't afford housing and stuff. So money is like, I keep kind of making it seem like money should not even be on your mind. You have to consider money, I guess. But it depends, man. Because you don't want to end up like those old rich geezers that just have a lot of money, but they haven't considered anything else in their life, right? You gotta not really only prioritize money, right? You have to think about other things to do in your life that you'd want to kind of focus on too. No clear answers that I can give you on what you should be doing in your life journey, right? What you should kind of be working towards. Cause, I'm not you, but what I could kind of really advise you, right, is to again consider some type of spiritual path, right? Study all the world religions, right? Then find which one you like the most.